No!
It's time for Matt's Mad Multi. Get ready to shell out the bickies.
Alright, and welcome back to another week of Matt's Mad Multi. We're down here today at the Punk Club headquarters, and we're joined by the man that runs Punk Club himself, Jace Sneed. Jace, thanks for joining us, mate.
Pleasure. Thanks for coming here and filming it here. Why haven't we got beers?
Well, we're going to need some beers. I tell you what, it's getting thirsty work in front of these lights as well, mate. So we'll be certainly due for one. Tell us a little bit. Like, obviously, we speak about Punk Club a lot. It's a great tool to have a good fun bet with your mates. But Punk Club, how did it come about, and how did you get into it in the first place?
Yeah, which is probably a good reason that we're chatting to you blokes, is that every footy club I've ever played for had a punters club, and it was always a shit show of chasing blokes for money and spreadsheets and bank accounts and trying to work out who backed what. And we figured that we could try and build software that was kind of like footytips.com, but for punters clubs. Yeah. Automate the process, and we've thankfully been able to do that. We've had a few thousand other people around the country think that's a good idea too, and we now get to talk shit about beer, betting, banter, and
all
everything else
things in life.
Inappropriate that we chat about just to call it a job. So I'm working.
No, it's absolutely excellent. As we said, jump onto punkclub.com. It's a great app and fantastic way to have a bet, and an easy way to make sure there's no in-house fighting when it comes to your footy trip as well.
Yeah.
So every footy club should have one, and we're working here in South Australia especially to get every footy club using one as well, which is going to be fantastic.
Yeah, I know. I mean, Nick Xenophon would have a kitten if I said this, but we always used it for saving. So gambling can equal saving in that respect, in that you chip in a bit of money each week and no one ever loses it all. And like if you're really bad at it, you might lose 20 cents of your dollar.
Obviously.
Yeah. And so, look, at the end of a typical footy season, you're going to have 10 or 20 grand at a kitty, an average footy team. So it's worth doing. We always used it. We did it one year for 2.5 years in a row. And our footy trip that year was West Indies for the World Cup. So,
God, you can't get much better than that.
Apart from the spreadsheets.
Mate, excellent. Now, obviously, you've been watching our multis and seeing how they've been going.
Yeah.
Fair to say they've been shit outs.
Yeah, and I've backed every one of them.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Well, you along with a few
It's
other
a loyalty thing. You don't,
Yeah.
Because a tip you miss out on that wins, you'll never catch up on it.
Well, hopefully this is the week, mate. So I've seeked out some professional advice for some horse tipsters, and they've given me a place multi for Saturday. So we've gone Rose Hill Race 7. We got Moss Trip to place at 290. That's the first leg into actually a professional tipster's own horse.
Yep.
Secret Blaze out of the McAvoy camp. That's also running. That's running at Mooney Valley Race 8. That's at $1.65. So I'm guessing he's just put that in there just to pump his own horn.
No, it's a good horse.
Yeah.
It
goes very well.
It should win it.
Or fingers crossed it does for the boys, because they'll be.
Place is safe, but it should win it.
They'll be going large if it does. I'll tell you what, the boys can party. Into Morrissey, that's at race 9 at Mooney Valley at 2.15 the place. And then a horse that I've backed a couple of times and probably let me down last time is Dexter Your Devil. That's at $1.75 to place at Morphettville Race 8. So getting $18 about that this week for a 4-leg multi.
And every one of those things just about to be favourite bar Moss Trip.
Yeah, I reckon they'll go very, except for Moss Trip, they'll be all close, so they'll go very well. So Secret Blaze boys, as I said, they're going to go nuts down there for the McAvoy camp.
But everyone loves a place multi.
That's exactly right. Bart Ryan, Jared Trainer, give them a shout out as well.
So was that $18? You put $100?
$18.
$1,800 for a $100 bet?
It's a good day at the office, isn't it?
I'm on.
I know you'll be on. You're on every week. So shout out to all those boys and the boys that follow Moss Trip as well, and Kane Davey and Jimmy Hindley and the crew down there. So hopefully this week, Jace, it's the week, and Matt's Mad Multi can get you over the line. But in the meantime, jump onto punkclub.com, download the app, and sign up, because it's a great way to have a good bet.
It's probably a good thing. We've also just launched a section on the site for footy trips. So there's a bunch of sort of blokes only kind of, well, not blokes only, because we have women in our groups as well, and we have actually quite a few women only punters clubs.
There you go.
I think they get the shits with the boys being at a punters club, and they go, I'm going to do one as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so we've got a whole section on there called Punt Club Goals, which lets you set a goal and calculates how much you need to put in each week to work towards it for when it's leaving. So Darwin Cup's a big winner, and next year, as is Barn Boogle, and even Kangaroo Island Cup is getting a little look in at the minute. So
no, it's very good and a great way to do as Nick Xenophon would have some kittens, but good savings tools. So, no, all good. Jace, thank you very much for joining me.
Thanks, mate.
Great to be here tonight, and jump onto punkclub.com, and we'll see you all next week with hopefully a winner.
Matt's Mad Multi, brought to you by punkclub.com. Download the app today on your smartphone or jump onto the website punkclub.com. It's fast, free and easy to sign up, and it's the best way to have a punt with your mates.